Oh shit! I gotta put on the display capture.
Oh,
There we go. Okay, recording now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sheep and Friends. I am your host, as always, Sinister Sheep, and with always my co-host, Markeith Black,
Hi.
and our two famous podcasters, Peter and Randall Savage.
Yo,
Hey, what's
I'm
up?
eating ramen with two knives because I ran out of plastic forks because I'm broke.
Broke bitch vibes. Love it. And then our little troll man himself.
Yo, what the? Jesus
what?
Christ.
Is that a racial slur?
Yo, what the fuck?
I was just calling you a troll. That wasn't what?
Yo,
That's not racial, is it?
and this
It's
little
about to be
fucking
now.
goblin over here.
this little creature of the night.
Oh my god!
You might as well put on your Frieza costume and just call him a monkey.
Be
at
careful.
this point.
Be careful.
Okay,
Be careful.
well.
Instead of stealing your children, he might steal your jobs.
Oh, JJ will be the first to go.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
shit. Oh,
Yo,
shit.
they
Special
wish they could
There
get
goes my
with-
wrist.
Camera episode. Oh, let me make this full screen. I'm retarded. All right, there we
Will
go.
this be recording our video too?
Yeah, well, yeah,
Oh dear.
Wait, what?
yeah.
No, you're lying.
No, I'm not.
Just to get Jesus out of the
I
frame.
could turn. I'll turn off the
What
display.
fuck?
cam.
My goddamn hair, man.
All right, fine. I'll turn off the fucking thing. This is why
Like, what's up?
Don't turn on his
I understand
paper
why
with one
Randall
haircut.
wanted to do
So
his own
stupid.
shit. Okay, now I get it. All right, here we go.
I look like Jigsaw.
So this is our spooky episode. Do you want to play a game? This is our spooky episode, whereas this is
Play
part
with my
2.
heart.
Part 1 is over by the We Sell Dirt podcast, where me,
Yeah,
Randall,
baby.
and Peter exchanged little spooky stories in which I scared the shit out of Peter, which was great. And this
He's
this
checking
this
under his bed
episode
right now.
is pretty much talking about our favorite horror movies, or our favorite horror media, our favorite spooky media, whatever comes to mind. Whatever your favorite shit is. So whoever wants to start first, go right ahead.
So
I don't like.
I
scary
started
movies.
listening to a horror podcast, which was basically it's like SCP stuff, but like not. It's like the British knockoff. It's called the Magnus Archives, and basically like they do like spooky short 20-minute episodes, and this shit it be spooky.
Yeah.
It do be spooky.
Anyone in particular,
Like-
or
So the first one I listened to was called Anglerfish.
Mhm.
Right. Basically, it's told from the first person perspective of the people in the stories. There's a guy talking about how he was in England and he's just getting fucking shit faced at a pub like they do in England.
right? As you
Um,
do.
And he's like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna walk back to my apartment." So, he's walking back and he's struggling because he's drunk, and he kind of gets like halfway up a hill and then takes a tumble back down. And as he's kind of sitting there, he's a little bit dazed, and he goes to stand up, and he hears somebody call out, "Can I have a cigarette?" Because he had taken one and lit one himself.
Mhm.
And he gets a little startled by this, and he looks around and he sees a man kind of standing at the edge of an alley, just kind of standing there looking at him. He goes, "Oh, sorry about that. What'd you say?" And then says again, "Can I have a cigarette?" He's like, "Sure, I guess." And he goes and he extends his arm. And the man just kind of stands there, just kind of swaying softly. And he says, "Well, don't you want it?" The man says to him, "Can I have a cigarette?" And that's when he kind of focuses in on the guy. He looks at his feet, and they're not touching the ground. And he
What the fuck?
he pulls out his phone quickly and shines a light on him, and before the light can even exit his phone, the man swiftly pulls back into the shadows, into the alley, and he's gone. He goes, "Oh fuck this shit." And he runs back to his apartment, shuts the door. He calls the police. The police investigate. They don't find anything. But later in the papers, he sees a story about a guy he went to high school with had gone missing around the same area. And in the photo that they used of him, he was holding a package of cigarettes.
Oh. So that's the connection then.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
What the fuck?
Spook.
I have to look around my room now. Fuck you, Randall.
How
I
does this
didn't
relate
know
back to,
that the Englishmen could be the Spookies.
How does this relate back to Naruto?
Oh my God.
What does that have to do with Naruto, though?
I hate
Yeah.
this.
Oh, see, so he levitated. So, and just like Pain, he levitates. And his high school friend knew Pain. And
Alright.
when he tried
In
to
this world shall know pain.
and when he tried to shine light on him, he just kind of vanished, like the Avatar.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I get it.
Wow. Well, thank you, Randall, for sharing some of your spooky media. Does anyone else have any spooks?
Spooky Halloween episode.
What do you mean by that S word?
Oh boy, I meant.
Yo, you can't be throwing around that
Get 'em,
word like that.
Get 'em,
I
get 'em.
meant the horrors, the scaries.
The horrors of racism, you mean?
Oh wait, hold up. I have a word.
Okay, all right, go ahead, Markeith.
Okay, so this one time, I was in a house by myself,
Mhm.
and I got a phone call.
Was this pre-nut or post-nut?
So I got a phone call.
Okay.
Did you have the clarity?
Yeah.
Did you awaken your third eye?
So I got a phone call.
Okay.
A bone call, if you will.
Oh,
And I am picking it up. And then the guy goes to me and says, "What's your favorite scary movie?" And
Oh my god. Shut the fuck up.
let me finish.
Wait, I want to know. I want to
finish.
know.
And then you
told
said,
never heard
"Jack,
this
please
before."
stop calling this number," and then you hung up.
Okay, we kind of spoiled it right there. Okay, come on. On the real though, I do have actually a scary story of a sorts.
The call
Um,
came from inside the house.
A couple nights ago, I was walking my dog, right?
And you realize you
and-
never had a dog.
So a couple nights ago, I was walking my dog, right? And I'm walking him, and all of a sudden, I noticed that there's this one guy. He was like an odd fellow, and I never at all seen him around my street before. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to pay that any mind. And then I realized to myself that I also live in a dead-end street, so why the hell would he be here? So anyways, I'm walking out of the street, and I'm going around where like I usually walk, and he's still following me. So I'm thinking to myself, all right, maybe a little coincidence. He's just trying to go a different way, so he's just going for a walk.
Maybe he's a fan of your music.
Probably. And so my dog, he likes to take his sweet time because he likes to sniff around the area and fuck you, Ronald. And basically, and like he likes to take his sweet time with peeing and stuff. And so I think to myself, okay, if that's the case, and this guy wants to get ahead of me, I'm just gonna cross the street. And then he crosses the street, and I'm like, okay, now shit's getting a little weird now. And so, and now I'm walking forward, and then my dog, he starts growling. And I'm thinking, oh, there's probably a dog across the street or like near the baseball field. There is no dog. He's growling at that guy, and he's getting closer and closer. So I decided, All right, I don't feel comfortable now. So
Anyone else have a hard on, or is it just me?
Yo, how do I get?
Fuck? Yo, whoa, hey, yo.
Okay, guess it's just me.
Hey,
Oh, Peter,
just-
gotta
Peter,
chub
can
right
you,
now.
can you keep doing what you're doing? No,
Yo,
So
how do I
anyway-
get back? How do I see what Ronald's putting in the chat? I can't see it.
you just
So
gotta
anyway.
click on the text chat thing.
Oh yeah, Peter, keep drinking that water.
I want to hear the rest of his story. Shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
gone.
So anyway, I'm across the street. So I cross the street again, and mind you, when I cross the street this time, there is no there's no sidewalk, there is no anything. I'm just crossing the street, so I'm far away from this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then he crosses the street again. And then while I'm walking, he gets closer.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gets closer.
Mhm.
Then he gets closer to me. He's walking faster to me. Then all of a sudden, a car pulls up, honks its horn, and then the dude just sprints. And then that was the end of it.
Yo, what
Maybe-
the fuck? Is that real?
Maybe he just wanted to know if you were Markeith Black from the Sheep of Friends podcast.
Marquis,
Okay,
is that
see-
real?
Yeah, it's real.
Damn.
Dead ass.
I'm being dead.
So
ass
crazy
now.
story. The other
Wait,
day I
when
was
did
following
that
this guy
happen?
around.
When did
So
that
So
happen,
crazy
Markeith?
story. I saw this guy walking his dog.
And I decided to follow him around. This random car came, honked at me, and I was like, "Yo, dude, what's your problem?" And I ran away,
Naruto style. He ran away Naruto style with orange back and everything.
wearing my clothes.
Yeah.
that actually did happen though. I want to say, when did I vote?
Never.
No, it was literally the day I
When'd you vote for
submitted my
Trump?
absentee ballot. Okay, wow, such allegations.
Oh, so this was recently.
Oh yeah, no, this was recently.
Damn. Don't go outside anymore.
Oh, what, you think I'm gonna be scared because
Yeah.
some dude in all black that it was apparently somewhat bigger than me is just like following me around? Nah, bruh. You know what I got? I got hands.
Wait, Marquis, bigger as in height or bigger as in? Tell me when to
Now,
stop.
see, I wouldn't know that. Okay, stop.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Wow.
Definitely
This
not bigger than me, though.
podcast has gone to shit.
Has gone sexual.
Ooh.
Wow, that was actually a pretty intense story. Who wants to go
mean-
next? Or are you not done?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like, it wasn't like, you know, the typical, oh, and I died or anything, because obviously I'm still here. But but nah, shit was intense or so, and now I carry a knife with me every time I walk my dog.
It's a good strategy. Good strategy.
You learned the way of the
smart.
blade.
Actually, I think it's that blade too. Is that
Did you get it
Smith
from
and Wesson?
Amazon?
Ronald, did
Yeah.
you did you gift him this blade? Were you the man? Did you sell him
my-
this? Is this
Get
some
Marquis
fucked up
to
way of
buy one of my
advertising
knives.
your knives?
This episode.
just-
has
You gotta
sponsored
defend
by
yourself, eh?
Stalk your victims and then say, "Man, you need a knife to defend yourself, don't you?"
Like every time I
This,
see him now.
this
or-
episode
or-
has been sponsored by Cutco Knives. We're not a front.
Nice.
Real ones know
Every
about
time
Cutco.
if I see him now, I'm like, I get the knife out and start snapping my fingers like, we are the Jets. We are the Jets and the da da da.
Tell me more. Tell me more. Did she put up a fight?
Oh my god, wrong reference.
fuck.
Cultured.
That's an
fuck.
actual lyric from Grease. Tell me more. Tell me more. Did she put up
It
a
is-
fight?
I'm talking about.
Let's talk about.
Come on.
Speaking of scary things, let's talk about being a female in America.
Oh my god.
Yo, what the?
Yes, because we, 5 white dudes, no, not white dudes, 5 just dudes, definitely know exactly what it's like to be a female in America.
I can't even imagine, bro. Hey, Peter, can you keep
Yo, who's eating chips
doing
right now?
that shit so it fucks up the audio that I'm not gonna edit? Thanks.
Peter, can you eat my ass the same
Yo.
way you're eating those chips? Real loud.
Yo, fun fact, if you put your microphone in the bag of chips, then you don't have to take it away from your face.
You greasy pig. You know what? You wearing that American outfit actually symbolizes America perfectly.
You see, it's actually
You eat a bunch of bullshit.
Got
you
my
drink a bunch
beer,
of beer.
Got my water.
And then afterwards you're like, oh, but
Got
I
my
drink
popcorn.
water, so it's fine. Like an American.
And a Diet Coke.
As a man who drinks a lot of water, yes, that it is perfectly fine.
Yeah,
'Cause this
Marquise,
beer
hydration
sucks.
checks.
What?
Oh
Like
shit,
he's-
that's right.
Yeah.
I've been kind of lacking on that. But at the same time, though, you don't need my hydration checks to drink water.
I haven't drank water in 2 days, Marquise. Please help me.
drink water.
He's becoming mobile.
You're the only thing standing between him and utter dehydration.
Ronald, do you have any spooky media /story eat my ass, please?
story.
Did you once read a Naruto fanfic that you weren't a fan of?
Okay, now Rusasu, I got you.
Wait, what?
He had that on his head, bro. He didn't even say it's not like that. He's like, yeah, this obviously.
Bro had a bookmark and everything.
No, what's it called?
Bro, he pulled it up right there and then.
That's what I've been looking at the whole time.
Naruto fanfiction?
While he's hearing about Marquise, getting attacked, he's just reading how fucking Sakura getting attacked by Naruto's cat.
We are fighting dreamers.
Spooky stories. Let's see.
You have any horror movies?
Horror movies. Let's see.
Well, has anybody watched Lovecraft Country?
I started the first 2 episodes. I like it a lot. It's weird, but I like it.
It's spooky.
What is it?
I wouldn't call it spooky.
It's basically just like a documentary on racism, but there's also monsters.
Are the
Oh,
monsters
I think
the white
that's-
people?
I saw a
Yes.
skit on SNL about them describing Lovecraft Country, and yeah, it's just like that, except way more confusing.
Yeah.
Is it like
Which is
Scooby-Doo?
actually, the
It's just
series
like
is completely
Scooby-Doo.
against H.P. Lovecraft's vision because H.P. Lovecraft was a known racist.
Hated black people.
and
Oh, this
literally
cat?
the
Wasn't
whole
his
show.
cat named the N-word?
Yeah, it was
N-word man, I think.
Yeah.
N-word man, I think.
Let me.
Markeith, can you
look
accurately
it up.
describe the cat's name for us?
I'm sorry. Wait, hold up. Who's the
H.P.
guy?
Lovecraft
Lovecraft's cat.
name.
Wait, but who's
The cat
H.P.
named
Lovecraft?
N-word man.
He's an author. He's the guy who wrote Call of Cthulhu, Colors in Space. He's an
Can you
author
write
of
that
like.
time travel? Isn't he the father of time travel?
Wait,
No,
this
that's it.
man
That's
actually-
that's
H.G.
H.G.
Wells.
Wells.
Cosmic horror.
Wait, what? Sorry, what was that, Markeith?
He was a big cosmic
He
horror.
actually named this cat man.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yep. Yeah, that's the one.
you
What?
gotta mute that. JJ, you gotta mute that. Please,
No,
JJ,
no,
for the love of
I'm
God.
saying
No, Markeith said it,
Edit
so
that.
it's fine.
No,
saying.
JJ, edit that. JJ,
Why?
God damn it, please edit
Markeith said it.
that.
Don't make
Edit it
JJ
so
edit
it's
I
soft.
anything.
don't
I'm a
care.
nigga saying I can say
No,
Okay.
JJ, edit that too.
I'm gonna edit you out, you fucking. See, this is America right here. This is America. For those of you listen to the audio, this is America right here. Peter's wearing an American hoodie, and he's like, "You can't say the N-word," yet he beats minorities in his spare time. So, like, this is America.
Don't catch you slip it up.
Oh shit.
But
I
I
have.
really though. Who the fuck is this dude?
A racist dude.
he's
the father
he's a
of
good
cosmic
writer.
horror and a racist.
He's a good writer, but he is racist.
So was Mark Twain.
Exactly. Yeah,
Oh.
Mark Twain is lazy. Literally, he named the black guy N-word. What was it? N-word Jim.
Jim.
It's like, wow. Where'd
Like,
you pull that one out of?
Put a lot of thought into that one.
It's like naming your protagonist Dan.
Hero. Oh.
No, I'm looking at
Or
Hero.
some simple shit like that. Or John.
Yeah, I
or
got this
John
female
Carter.
character. What am I gonna name her? Bitch lady.
Lady
There we
man.
go.
What am I gonna
Lady
label
man.
love interest? Doesn't matter. But does anyone else have any scary movies, video games, or whatever?
So one of the things I used to do in high school with my
Jack off.
girlfriend
Was this the one that
No,
you
no.
broke your heart?
He
or-
did this in high school. He doesn't still do this.
Yeah, I don't play horror games anymore because I'm alone.
I've only played one, which I'll touch on.
We played PT.
Oh,
together.
fuck that game.
The fuck is PT?
I can't.
And,
I can't even
um,
stand watching the footage of that game.
PT is it's called PT, which stands for Playable Teaser, and it was a Hideo Kojima, Guillermo del Toro collaboration.
God.
It was what they were supposed to make with Norman Reedus before Death Stranding, but then they cut ties with Konami for whatever happened with that. Sorry, I had mayonnaise on my finger.
I don't think those are.
Oh,
Yeah,
mayonnaise.
mayonnaise. Sure.
I love how we all jumped on the same joke.
Let me get that for you, Peter. Dude, this looks spooky.
And how I played with her was we'd have the controller. She would control one side and I would control the other. So like she would control the movement and I would control the camera or vice versa. And that's how we would play. So for those who don't know what the game is about, obviously I described it a little bit with who was making it. It's pretty much, it was a Silent Hill demo, but it was first person and you had to go around an endless loop of this house and kind of uncover the secrets of how this family was murdered by their husband. And obviously there's the main antagonist lady. She had her neck snapped and she'd chase you around the house. And then the most controversial part of the game was if you went onto the bathroom, well, you have to anyways. If you go in the bathroom, some poor soul had to design a fetus that was still breathing and was aborted out of the body and is sitting in the sink.
Yeah.
And
At what point it talks to the player? It's like, oh, it's all kinds of fuck.
Well, hey there, mister.
I could have been your little Johnny, but instead,
Hey,
Go
I'm
ahead
the
and
aborted
report me. Put me
fetus.
in your pocket. Put me in your pocket. I'll help you guide.
do you need a fetus anywhere?
Hey,
Man, I sure
listen.
wish I had a fetus. Well, here comes the pocket fetus for all your fetus needs.
Put 'em in
Instead of
and-
Navi, you just have a pocket fetus.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Hey, listen, mister.
Hey, listen.
That
Hey.
woman who was chasing you is my mom.
You
She's
called me
gonna
a
kill
bunch
you.
of embryos. What the fuck?
And yeah, that game was fucked up. And I like the game because you have no control over whether you die or not.
I mean, you
And-
pretty much die in the end, right?
No, so what happens at the end of the game is your character is Norman Reedus and you're investigating the house. And at the end of the game, once you complete the game's ARG aspect, where you have to like look up shit and put in numbers and say into a microphone a set of numbers, you get the ending where Norman Reedus comes out of the house and he's on the street, and then the title card for the game is Silent Hill, and that's how everyone figured out with Silent Hill. I watched it and I played it. My girlfriend at the time didn't play it, so it was a really fun game to show, because obviously it's it's a natural thing to wanting to see your significant other be
Scared
shitting her
shitless.
pants.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that kind of leads on to another story where my girlfriend took me to go see Lights Out, which is a horror movie based off a
Short film.
YouTube short film.
The YouTube short is so
Um,
scary. It's actually
The YouTube
way worse
short,
than the
like
movie.
thinking about it right now, like if the lights turned off in this room, I would probably cry.
yeah.
I would genuinely shit myself. And I naturally have a fear of the dark. Like, I mean, most people do. It's kind of creepy not knowing if anything is in the same room as you. But like, I've always been afraid of the dark. Where I'm still sleeping with the blanket over my head, to protect me from the monsters. mainly because it's how I go to bed now. I can't. I'm no longer comfortable sleeping any other way. But she took me to go see this movie. Yes, I'm a pussy. I'm a pussy.
We're all like, yeah, are we just gonna? Are we
I
gonna
was like,
jump
I was
on
trying to
his
be
ass for
nice,
this, or
but
no?
then Randall started laughing, and then I started laughing, and then Marquis started laughing.
Oh, Marquis had to go.
This is where Uncle.
Yo, get a
hides.
fucking nightlight.
Nightlight.
Yo. So she took me to go see Lights Out, and I told her prior to going to see it, I said I will only watch this movie if you've never. I said I would only ever watch a horror movie with you if you've never seen it. That way, she's equally as frightened with me while watching the movie. That way, it's not just me being a punk ass bitch. She's also being a punk ass bitch. So like,
Yeah.
so like,
Equality.
I show up to the movie. I show up to the movie theater. I got my baseball cap on. That way, in case like a horror thing comes up, I'm just kind of like that. I put my hat down, head down. I don't have to see it. And we finished the movie. We get back. We're driving home, and she told me. Oh, real quick, the premise of the movie, why I brought up the dark.
Oh, I've seen it.
The dark thing. For those who don't know. All right, Markeith. Gosh.
I don't know.
Podcaster.
Sorry, you're
Sure,
you're a movie guru. Fucking Marquis.
Well, I know what it's about,
Um,
so you don't have to explain it to me.
I've seen The Exorcist, and it's the spookiest movie.
My brain is the size of a galaxy. I don't need to know. So this point of the movie is a girl demon thing can only be seen in the dark. So when you turn off the lights, you can see her. When the lights are on, you can't. And when
Just
she's
turn
in
off
the
the
dark,
fucking lights.
So the problem is she can still move in the light with the light on. She can't. I don't know if she can hurt you. I don't remember, but she's still there, and she can like fuck up your shit, and she can murder you, and it's fucking creepy, and I hate it. I hate it. Even talking about it makes me.
You're not
want to
sleeping
stop
tonight.
talking about it.
You're not sleeping tonight, Peter.
I probably will.
Oh, is
I'll
that
watch
the-
a lot of
was
anime
that the
before
movie
I go
where,
to
like-
bed. Before.
I've seen a clip where basically like this lady like she's turning off the hall light and like there's the monster thing pops up, right? And just standing there and she's like, "Yo, is that a monster?" And she flicks the light back on, it's gone. And
And
she's
she
like,
keeps fucking with
"Oh,
it.
I guess it's not a monster." And then she turns it off again and goes, "No, that does look like a monster though." And then she turns it on and off again, and then the thing pops out at her.
And she's
Yeah.
like, "Are you scared yet, audience?"
She's like,
So,
"Is that a monster?"
What makes the short a little better?
The short
in
is
my
way
opinion, was
better.
that you can see the perspective of the monster. So like you see this like afraid little like human in the distance, whereas in the movie it's like a really crappy medium shot of the monster, and you never break from that perspective.
Yeah.
So, but I was still scared shitless regardless. And so on the way back home from watching the movie, my girlfriend looks at me she stares at me straight faced, said, "I saw the movie 4 times before I went to go see this with you." She
Oh, that
broke my
lying
trust.
Oh boy.
She
No wonder
broke my
she's your
trust.
ex.
And what made it worse was that when we got home, when we got back to my place, she locked me out of my house.
Wait,
She
what?
made me sit outside for 10 minutes in the dark by myself.
And think about what you did.
And I could hear her. I could hear her cackling. I can hear her fucking cackling behind the door because she like knows I'm actually terrified, and she's like, "Haha, I'm really happy that I get to ruin my boyfriend's night." She was great, but fuck that. That was the
She
worst
was
thing
great.
she ever did.
She was great, but fuck that. Boy,
Fuck
you are
that.
a simp.
Oh,
And one last one, which I think I'm pretty sure maybe you know, JJ. I don't know if you know Markeith, Ronald, or Randall, but the
You
greatest
don't know.
horror game of all time. The greatest horror game of all time is Doki Doki Literature.
Is what?
That
Doki Doki
game,
Literature
It's what
Club.
now?
Doki
Yeah.
Doki Literature
So-
Club.
Okay.
It's
Doki
a
Doki Literature
yeah.
Club is a dating sim.
Fuck.
You get to
it's already
date
scary enough.
three. You get to date 3.
The scariest part is the
wonderful girls.
rejection.
You get to date 3 wonderful girls in the game. Sayori.
Peter, for legal reasons, how old are they?
Well, they're high schoolers.
Did you just look up
wait,
the
You
yeah.
didn't
age?
answer the question.
Oh no. Yeah.
Answer the question.
So they're
They're
15.
high schoolers, probably. I don't know. I didn't look at the ages, guys. I just played the game.
Yo, wait. Yeah.
This is Azula all over again. Fuck.
They're in high school.
Guys, I know they're high schoolers. Shut up. So
Here's a,
What?
I love high school girls.
Like Bill
when you
Clinton over here.
when you
Hello
start-
there, here, high school girls. It's me, JFK.
so when you start up the game,
Holy shit.
when you start up the game, one of the ways it starts off is it says this game shows multiple scenes of suicide, barfing, and death. Are you okay with
I like how they threw barfing in with that.
So get your dick out.
Get your lube, get your tissues, because you're in for a ride.
So pretty much the three main girls that you can date all die somehow. The first girl dies from committing suicide. You start a new game, and the second girl dies from snapping her neck and parental abuse.
And the game is
And-
constantly fucking with you. So once the first girl dies, like all of a sudden it forces you to do a new game. Like if you try to load your old save files, it just won't let it happen. So you're like, oh fuck. So you just start a new game, but it's not a new game. The story actually just progresses from there.
Yeah. So in the third playthrough, the third girl stabs herself, and you have to sit with her dead corpse all throughout the weekend because the school is locked. So you pretty much just stare at a dead corpse for 3 days until one of the girls comes back
I
and
mean, you
just
could close
vomits
your
and
eyes.
like dies.
Wait, is this 3 days of real time or like 3 days?
No.
It's real.
Like you just have to sit there for 3 days. You can't leave your own room. Or else
Yeah,
you
you
have to
can't
get
leave
in
your
I
there.
mean, to be honest, the scene takes roughly like an hour to complete.
Oh jeez, like are you just
Well,
like
no.
stuck in the room?
Well,
or
with
what?
skipping-
Genuinely just like
Are you just
Skipping, you
like
can get
choosing
past.
dialogue options and nothing?
Hey,
It's
are you
like,
awake?
so what do you
No,
like?
So like what happens is her
You come here
dialogue is
often?
just jumbled. Yeah, you come often. You die here often, and like her dialogue is like this cryptic, like hieroglyphics shit. It's like
Oh,
you
she's
can't
speaking
understand
in-
what she's saying.
Enchantment table.
She's speaking in runes, and you don't know if you're getting a spell cast on you. And the final girl is Monica, and Monica controls the game. So it pulls a meta shit where she purposefully tried to kill all of the girls in the game so that she can be with you.
Yeah.
Simp.
Yeah, she's a real simp.
Yeah, she's
And,
a genuine sip.
Well,
And
she's
then-
not.
So
She's
do
a
you go to
game
coffee
guy.
with Monica or?
Well,
So Monica forces you to stay in the game. You can't exit the game unless like you outwardly tell her that you don't want to be with her. And then she deletes herself. And if you try to put her back in the game, she'll brick your game and you can't play it anymore. Because she thinks she finally comes to realize that what she did was wrong because she realizes you don't like her. So she gets rid of herself and allows you to date the other three girls, and the game ends there.
yeah.
Wait.
But
wait,
what happens is
so-
one of the three girls gains consciousness of the game. So a new girl realizes that she can have you if she did exactly what Monica did. But Monica's still in the game's files and is able to delete the entire game off of your hard drive.
So the game deletes itself.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
it's
that's
actually
pretty cool.
really cool. It's it's a cool concept. I mean,
So
I've never played
Yeah.
it, but I I know the general story beats and stuff like that. But yeah, some of the shit is actually pretty spooky. Like in one scene, you're literally screen locked with the girl that stabbed herself. This is before she stabs herself, and like her eyes become super realistic, and they just start like darting everywhere, and it goes on for like a whole 2 minutes, just no sound at all, just like zooming in on her face. It's like
oh no,
it's
yeah. Like,
actually fucking scary.
I'm even getting goosebumps right now thinking about it. Like that same girl, she gives you a poem, and the poem's like the whole point is like you read poems and you make poems, and based on how you write your poems, you get closer to one of the girls. So you can theoretically play. You could theoretically like choose any girl to begin with, but the girl who stabs herself gives you her poem, and the poem is just like you can't read it, like it's illegible, and it's full of blood and like shit, and you can't read it. And
full
when
of
you
shit?
exit the screen,
No, not
yeah,
actual
oh,
shit.
dude, and when you exit the screen,
That's Euphoria.
her character model like pushes back because she was just creeping closer and closer towards your character while you were reading it, and you can't realize that because the poem takes up the entire screen. So like,
So they're
same
reading
thing,
like
she
this,
gets the-
kind of like.
yeah, and then when you put your book, the poem down, she like darts back.
Yeah,
And like she has those realistic eyes, which are fucking haunting.
they're fucking scary.
So yeah, the game, I wouldn't say it's necessarily scary. I will say that the purple-haired chick who we keep talking about, who stabbed herself,
Monica?
is the scariest one.
Yeah,
Monica's sort of scary because people hate that like fourth wall breaking shit, unless it's played off for comedic effects, like in Deadpool.
right.
But when the fourth wall breaking stuff like becomes real, like is like not funny. Like I read a story at UConn about a guy who keeps thinking someone's controlling his life, and if you really think about it, the story, the guy is talking about the writer of the story. The character in the story has consciousness that he is a character in a story. He's not real.
So
He is
God,
clearly the writer, like me writing the story, the character that I'm writing consciously knows that he's in a story, and that I'm
Oh.
writing everything out for him.
Wait, so would that even
And,
be?
like,
Is
he
that
goes
breaking the
through-
fourth wall or breaking the fourth page?
Oh, is that Stranger Than Fiction?
No, I don't remember what it's called. I'll look it up. But that one's it's only unnerving because because as a reader, you're looking at the perspective of a character who doesn't know what's going on, and when you think about it in that logical sentence, in that logical way, like he believes he's in a story, like he knows he's in a book, he's not a real person, that nothing he does is his own choice, it's the choice of the writer. It's like, wow, fuck, that's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
But don't we
It's not
all
like off as a joke. It's just,
not have any
aren't we
free
all
will?
locked to fate?
Yeah.
Peter drinks
But yeah,
himself.
those are my things.
Yeah.
Those are my
Drinks
things.
away his self-awareness.
So with me, movies, like horror movies, don't really scare me at all, like in the slightest. But I mean, some of my favorite are obviously my favorite movie of all time is Alien. So just to put it in perspective, and Hereditary is one of my favorite. I fucking love Hereditary.
I need to watch Hereditary.
It's so good. Definitely watch it. And then there's like the gore stuff, which is like like Saw and shit like that. But that's not scary. It's more just like, all right, I guess I'm just gonna watch some torture porn.
Oh, Saw is fun to watch.
Saw is fun to watch only for the plot, and I say that in a kind of an ironic sense because the plot is literally everywhere. And some of the movies you think are a sequel, like 4 you think is a sequel, but actually it's a prequel to 3, and it's just like it just
It
gets
happens
everywhere.
at the same time.
Or
Yeah, it's
it
just
happens at the
crazy.
same time. It's literally like it's a nightmare to keep track of. But like going off of video games, I don't play a lot of horror games specifically. Like I couldn't get through Doki Doki Literature Club because I was just a pussy. Like I was
Did
just
you
like
cry?
I can't do it. No, but I was close to.
Wait, by literature club, what do they read?
No, they don't read. They make poems.
But like, what do they read? Like, what's literature? Just a poem?
You're reading the poems that you like.
Well, actually, one of the characters did read manga, but like her dad, she like said that
Her
You're
dad
having an
whopped her
interaction with
ass for it.
Fucking nerd.
her dad
Just
called her
fucking
like
took her out.
She called her dad called her a
an N-word.
fig.
A what?
No.
You know what I'm saying, right, Marky?
Wait. She actually did.
Yeah.
Wait,
Wait, I
she's
missed
black?
it. What did they get called?
No, I was
No, a
kidding. Not
fag.
the N word. Not the N word.
Oh my
The
god.
gay-
The F
the-
word that
the
isn't
gay-
Oh,
fuck.
fag.
Yeah,
Oh.
that one.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
The mean word.
yeah.
Marquitte's other word.
Because like I said, the dad was really abusive to this character,
Hmm.
and
Wait,
He
so-
Yeah,
he
wait,
walks up
wait.
on her. What are you, a girl?
What are you
Get the
gay?
shit out of here.
Yeah.
Wait, but
You
what
throw
are the
like a
girls that
girl.
you're that you're trying to get with. So isn't her being called a fag kind of like not true?
Peter, don't
because-
freak out. I think there's someone behind you.
Peter, there is someone behind
There
There
you.
is someone
I
actually
think
behind
there
you,
might be a
Peter.
ghost.
There is someone behind.
I think it's
you.
Annabelle, bro.
Wait, is that the famous so and so who doesn't watch anime because it's all mecha or something?
he won't watch. He won't watch. What won't he watch? What was it? He won't watch
Porn.
Code Geass because it has mecha in it. Yeah.
That's pretty stupid.
Oh,
But anyways, as I was saying,
Okay.
sorry, what were you saying?
so there's only 2 real horror games that I've played. Well, one of them's a franchise, one of them's an actual just self-titled game. The first one is a trilogy, the third one sucks, but Dead Space is one of my favorite horror games because it just is constantly fucking with you, and like the jump scares in the game are just fucking it's a real bad. But the number one, like this is the only horror game I've ever actually gone through, is Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation is the scariest fucking game of all time because like in most horror games, like you kind of know when you're in a safe area where you're like, oh, okay, no creatures are gonna get me. I have time to breathe. But they built in the video game, they built the AI for the alien to like track wherever you're going, so you can't rest at all. Like the alien is always tracking you, so you're always like either hiding and shit like that, and you have this like motion tracker or whatever. Like if you've seen the Alien movies, it's the little green screen with the little dot that shows you where motion is detected, and like the alien
Heartbeat
just
center.
right, the alien just like constantly hunts you down, and it's like it's the most intense shit ever because again the AI is following you throughout the entire game. It's like there's no point where like there's a cutscene so you're like, oh, I'm safe. Like the xenomorph can just fucking kill you at any point. It's one of my favorite fucking, especially playing it in the dark. It like just kind of, emphasizes that. But like the scariest part of the game is like the sound design, because like doors sound like hisses, so you think it's a xenomorph, so you like psych yourself out. You're like, what the fuck is that? And you can't kill the alien at all. Like the most you're equipped with is a what is it?
Or a stick.
The flame
It's a pointy
torch?
stick.
Flaming torch? I'm not saying that right.
Flamethrower.
Flamethrower.
flare?
Yep, flamethrower. You also have flares. A flamethrower, and that doesn't even kill him. That just like scares him away or whatever. So you're constantly just like checking over your shoulder and shit. It's so fucking good. Like I love Alien Isolation. It's bon appetit fucking teat. But what if I have to tell a story? This is actually kind of fucked up. So my cousin was over. This was like we must have been 10 or something like that, right? And so
Was he cute?
actually, you met him, RJ. You met RJ.
Oh,
cutie
fucking
pie
RJ. Oh my god.
How is he?
Oh,
Yo, what
He's
a
doing good.
goon.
Yeah. he's a character.
Holy fuck.
But when we were younger, he was really into horror. I didn't get into horror till I was like in high school because I was kind of like
He's
Peter.
into a lot of things.
Yeah.
Diabetes being one of them.
Oh my, Ronald! What the fuck, bro? What is
Yeah,
it
he
with you
can't
and making
get
fun of
enough
my family
insulin.
members? You fucking asshole! Like,
Oh.
death doesn't
Because
do
it's
anything.
funny.
For you. It's what do you mean it's funny?
I'm not allowed at the family reunion.
It's
You're not
funny.
allowed near my house, you fuck.
Oh.
Um,
pull
Yo,
up
let's make
Change's
him
stuff.
change his grandma some more.
Shut the fuck up.
I pull up to JJ's house. He starts yelling at me to go away. I'm like, JJ, don't be rude. He's a scared little fella. Come here, fella. I come in.
Oh.
I say something horrible and then leave. And they go, JJ, is this the kind of company you keep?
They'd be like, "Who is that minority?"
Hey, look, it's Markeith. It's actually me. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Glasses.
But anyways, so he was more into horror stuff or whatever, and I would keep telling him that like, I'm afraid of my basement, so like that's the only place in the house that like, you know, while we were playing hide and seek we shouldn't go to. So this motherfucker, of course, decides to so I was it
Hide
or whatever,
exclusively
right?
in the basement.
Right. So he's in the basement, right? And then I'm like looking everywhere, specifically not looking in the basement because I'm like, well, I told him not to, so he's not going to. I can't fucking find him.
Why?
And I'm like, Mom, Dad, I can't find RJ. And they're like, did you check everywhere? I'm like, I didn't check the basement. They're like, well, go check the basement, you fucking idiot. And I was like, okay. So
I don't want
You don't
to.
have to be mean about
so
it.
I opened the basement door, right? And then there's stairs, right, leading down into the basement. Like, not a lot, like maybe like 4 steps or whatever. I open the door, it's pitch black. All of a sudden, I see arms reach out, throw me to the ground, and then he runs upstairs and slams the door behind me in the dark basement. And I don't know where the fuck I am.
What a
I
fucking
start-
Chad.
Oh,
I start
You
hearing
played
shit
the
because there's a
long
water
game.
boiler like right there. This is straight out of a horror movie. There's a water boiler right there, so it's making noises and shit. And I'm just like freak. I start crying. I start screaming.
Would you say it's boiling water?
Fuck off. You're such a fucking little goblin
The,
man.
the water boiler. It's doing whatever water boilers do.
Fuck you. I thought there were demons, dude.
Oh.
But
Oh,
basically,
yo, RJ played the
Water.
long game. He got you good.
he got in trouble. And I was just crying for weeks, and I wouldn't sleep without my parents at least being in the room. So
Wait,
yeah,
RJ
that
got in
was
trouble because you're a pussy bitch?
because he threw me down a flight of stairs in the dark basement.
Well, you should have had the light on, dummy.
Ooh.
I couldn't find the light because he threw me down in a dark basement, so I
Well,
can't even
maybe
find
if
the
you went
fucking.
down the
Oh my
basement
god, are you
or-
victim shaming right now? You're victim shaming.
I mean, what were you
Yes.
I don't know what you're talking about. It sounds like RJ's the victim here.
wearing? I mean, he's the one with
The
diabetes.
victim of
What
We
are
had
you
to
what?
wait
complaining
down there
about?
for your dumbass to come find him. He probably just got mad that he had to wait so fucking long. He's like, yo, I'm just gonna fucking throw this dude down the stairs when he eventually comes in here because he took so fucking long to find me.
This is the way.
Oh my god. But yeah, I mean that's really the only scary moment I've ever had. I mean, I haven't, had any paranormal. I don't believe in the shit. So, then again, I wouldn't bang on an Annabelle glass doll and then get
Hey,
killed
open
instantly.
up.
Oh my god!
Wait, I'm sorry. You said
Open
you wouldn't
up.
bang an
Oh, there-
Annabelle?
Like bang on the glass.
Oh god, he's like 4 bits.
Okay, so if I'm hearing correctly, Jack is willing to fuck an Annabelle doll.
I'm not. I am terrified of
Yo,
those
he's trying
things.
to lay pipe.
Alright, my turn. What's it called? One time when I was
All
like
right.
8 or something. You guys remember how they used to show Goosebumps on Cartoon Network? In
Fuck
spooky
yeah,
season?
dude.
Right? Yeah, that was good shit. So I have an older brother, and we were watching one time, and I don't know if it was either Halloween night or like right around Halloween. It was in spooky season, and we're watching, and we're into it. We're like, oh shit, this is spooky. And then the lights go out, like the whole like our entire house, like the power got kicked, right? In the middle of the like I don't know if it was like the climax of the episode or like middle of the episode. It just cuts, or we both run out, and I'm like, where the fuck is going on? 3 spooky, 5 me.
Wow, that was
it?
that was a
That's
spooky
it.
story.
Yeah. Spooky
Yeah.
stories to tell in the dark.
I mean, have you guys ever had any paranormal shit happen? Or what you think is, because obviously ghosts aren't real and shit.
Oh,
Oh, are we
so-
counting death omens or no?
I don't know what that is,
Uh,
but sure.
Are we counting what?
Death omens.
You mean Death Note?
Mm-hmm.
No, death omens. Like,
Light Yagami scares the shit out of me, bro.
okay. So my people, my culture back in the homeland, they have, like people think like have the belief that like certain dreams mean certain things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like dreams mean stuff. Like you dream of like something, it means like something else will happen or whatever,
Oh
right?
yeah, yeah.
So like, it's a common thing that in probably I'm not sure if it's actually with a bunch of Hispanics, but or within Hispanics in general, but at least with my people from my homeland, it's a common thing to like, or it's commonly known that if you dream of like a loose tooth coming out in a dream, it means like somebody's gonna die, and it happens so often. So it's like it happens so rarely too in your dreams, and like.
Right.
Fuck, I remember. Like, it actually did have, like, I had a dream, like, I had, like, a loose tooth or whatever. It was, like, in December, and, like, a couple of weeks later, some cousin of my mom died. But, like, it's probably just coincidence. And then, like, I don't know if it was this year or last year. I woke up, freaked the fuck out. It was, like, 3 in the morning because I had a dream where all my teeth came out. And I was just gumming, and I was panicking. And I woke up, and I was, like, my parents were, like, there, like, nearby or whatever. And they're like, what's wrong? I was like, yo. Is it one tooth per person, or like one? Is it teeth in general?
Did I
Because if
just
it's
genocide my whole village?
People
I
are
was
about to
like-
get
The
fucked.
Hidden Leaf village is
I
about to
put that in
go
my
out,
Snapchat story.
bro.
I'm like, I may or may not have just killed a shit ton of people in my dream.
It's your fault.
So sorry.
I was to predict the second wave.
Oh, that
Whoa.
dude.
Yo.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to say I've predicted Rona, but like you know, you got Snapchat memories, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many different things where it's like medical or like it literally says Rona in it. Like what was it called? One of my birthdays, I went bowling, and you know how like your name gets cut off sometimes, right? On like the
Right,
bowling
yeah.
screen.
Mhm.
From Ronald, it said Rona, and then
You
There were times-
motherfucker!
Okay, well.
You did this to us.
And this other time, I was at like a liquor store and they were selling this beer called Corona.
What?
Oh, this
Fucking
is-
wild.
it's just different shit. Like I got like a picture of myself wearing like like a PPE. You know, like the gown, the mask, the gloves, and all
All
that
right, no,
shit.
we're intelligent.
Just it's funny, but did I cause it? Who knows?
I mean, with all those teeth falling out, yeah.
As soon as
God
I
damn it,
become
Ronald,
happy in
you've
life, a
cursed us
person
all.
dies.
Is there a timeline for this tooth falling
Oh,
out
I have
thing?
no
Like,
idea.
if you have a dream, then eventually somebody will die.
I mean, I would say like I don't know, like a month in between or something like that. But then again, like I sound really like something like, "Hey, how many people did you kill with your teeth?" Oh yeah, like 17. You had 4.
So,
There's not really like, rules to it, but like when it did happen and like somebody died, like my family member died, it was like a month in between, I'd say. But like there hasn't been some major event where like the amount of people have died equals the amount of teeth I had. Unless.
so out of curiosity, did you ever dream where like, hold up.
Did you just say you carry acid?
Yeah, no. Out of curiosity, did
Oh.
you have a dream where 1, 2, 3, 4 teeth fell out or 5?
Not sure, but it could happen now.
I'm about to say, like, were you like in a sheep herd or wherever the fuck sheep
A
sleep in?
pasture.
You mean in the mountains
Sure, why not?
where I frolic?
There was
I'll
5
frolic in you.
sheep. And Ronald watches
I
them
ate
each
the
died.
others.
Of course, the black sheep died first, but then the rest of them shortly afterwards.
Yep.
Wow,
Oh,
targeting the black
fuck.
sheep. Get me too, bro.
Bro,
Fucking
but they all-
disgusting.
It's literally like the black person dies most of the time in horror. Like, why?
There's
No,
actually
not
there's
in
a,
because Drew Barrymore died first.
there's a good documentary on no one uses
Shudder?
this website, but Shredder, where it goes over like
Did you say Shredder or Shudder?
is it Shudder or Shredder? I don't
You
even
said
know.
Shredder.
The Ninja Turtles villain, yeah, that one.
Wait, Shredder's here?
Shredder.
No, it's all right, Peter.
Those
You can go back to
turtles.
muting
Fuck
yourself.
you,
It's all good.
turtles.
Better. You gotta feed him.
Master Splinter! Master Splinter!
Fuck
Shredder's
you,
outside
turtles.
Fuck
I'm
you,
gonna
Turtles.
Fuck you up.
Let me tell you about the story about horror and the African American community.
Yo,
What the fuck was I? Oh yeah. There's I forget the name of it, but it's all these like Jordan Peele's in it, and they go on about like how black people are misrepresented in horror movies and stuff. It's a really good documentary. I guess get Shudder
Can we just borrow your account?
it.
I remember.
I don't have an account. I don't know.
Oh,
Okay, I don't remember like the finite details of this movie, but it was one of the remakes of Friday the 13th, and I know it was disgusting.
The ones produced by Michael
what
Bay.
Happened was, huh?
The ones produced by Michael Bay.
I don't know, probably. I don't fucking know. All I know is that there was this one particular scene where they were all running away from Jason, and then the black guy falls. I think he falls on a bear trap. No, not bear trap. He just falls or something, and he can't get up.
oh,
And
they
then
use him as
everyone-
bait, right?
Yeah, no, literally, everyone is fucking looking at him. They're like, yo, we can go back and save him. And the one, like, blonde-haired surfer dude, like, no, leave him. You can't save him. I was like, you're not far
We
from
just got him for Tolkien points anyways. Let's go.
Like,
They're
yo,
just
I don't know
standing there
I don't
having
know
a
what the
2-minute conversation whether or not they have time to go save
Is it
him.
racist if we leave him, or is it fine because we're trying to save our own lives? Oh boy.
Yo, like I don't even
What a
remember
predicament.
the reason for leaving him, but they literally just watched they watched Jason like just punch him like 2-3 fucking times.
Oh, they're
and
just
then,
watching
like,
him while this is happening? Like, oh man.
Yeah, they watch
Should
him.
we help
and
him?
and then he picks him up and then impales him on a tree. Like what?
God damn.
They just start recording him. Jason, we're recording you. You better stop.
Or we'll cancel you on Twitter. Oh shit. And he runs away.
This just in. Jason is racist?
Jason is racist and kills people?
Hashtag cancel Jason.
And then there's like another hashtag. Jason's not racist. He kills everyone.
Oh yeah, that's right. Then the alt-right comes in. Listen, Jason, he's had a couple childhood problems, okay? So that's probably why the way he is.
They start wearing like Jason masks with like hoods
Oh
in
my
solidarity. No,
Listen,
who really
his mother
is
fucked him up,
racist-
so really it was the women in his life that fucked him up.
Who's really racist is Freddy Krueger with the dark meat joke.
Oh yeah. Nah, Freddy's not racist. He's fun.
Well, he's a pedophile.
He's just a molester.
No, that's only in the remake. In the original, he's just a child murderer.
Oh, even better.
I
right?
mean,
Which is
Or I
much
think
better.
no, wait. Actually, I think the sequels make it. I've seen all the movies, so I should know this. I'm pretty sure it's spelled out in the remake that
It's
he also
prime
raped him,
time,
but, like,
bitch.
yeah, but in the original, it's like implied. You could, is it not? It's up to you. But I do think the sequels are like, yeah, he might have.
Did he?
But yeah,
Up
I
to
think
you.
we are reaching the hour mark, so I think we should close this puppy up.
Should
Thank
we
you
just go around
guys.
saying favorite spooky movies?
Sure. Anyone want to start?
fine. Us.
Us is great. Wait, you like it better than Get Out?
I
I like it better than Get Out.
yeah, I would say
Like
so.
the popular opinion is Get Out is the better one, but I actually think Us is way better, and the message behind it is way more prolific. It's not as outright as Get Out, where Get Out is just like racism, whereas Us is like, yo, racism.
Watch
kinda
out,
exists.
white people.
Watch out, you whiteys.
Get Out is like racism. Us is like racism.
Yeah, ponder.
What do we think about that?
Ronald, go.
Favorite spooky movie? I would
You-
have to say.
You
let's
nematode.
see.
What was it?
I would have to say the New Mutants.
Shut the fuck up. Shut your ass up. I wasted money seeing that piece of
Did you
garbage.
really?
Well, it was in a
Oh.
drive-through movie theater, and it was paired up with Madagascar and the New Mutants. It was a weird pair up, but yeah,
No,
Wait,
I would have to-
Madagascar.
I would have to say either probably The Thing, or
John Carpenter's Thing. Very nice, very nice.
either The Thing or what is it? The last Exorcism that came out like 2009, I think.
Oh, is that the found footage one?
Yeah, last
That one's pretty good up until the end, because the end is just
Yeah.
like, by the way, this shit was all real. Whereas like, if they didn't add that 20-minute epilogue, it would have been just like, was it real? Was it not? Who the fuck knows?
But also, Us was great.
Also, was really good.
What else was there? Oh, funniest scary movie? I would have to say The Conjuring 2. It was probably one of the funniest movies I ever watched. I was watching it with friends, like, in high school, and they're, like, all covering their eyes. They're like, it's scary. And I just kept laughing. They told me to fucking leave because I kept... Well, not leave, but, like, to, like, step out because I kept laughing because of how stupid it was.
I have a similar story where me and a bunch of friends from high school, they were mostly girls, and we
Nice.
Okay, flex on us harder, JJ.
I was hanging out with a bunch of chicks, right?
Yeah.
So,
listen. At least I'm not Peter, where literally I have a harem 24/7. Okay, so shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but I don't brag about it.
We went to see Annabelle, and me and my friend Ryan were just like watching them watch the movie and just laughing because we knew when the jump scares were coming. We were just like, all right, 1, 2, 3, all right, here we go. And it's just, that movie was shitty to begin with, like porn star level acting, like in that fucking movie.
So it was excellent.
I mean, you know,
Well, there's a lot of
Annabelle
nudity?
pulled out the dildo, it got a little exciting. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, there's a dildo in Annabelle?
Yeah, absolutely. You haven't
I've
seen
not
it?
watched it. I have not watched
All right,
it.
we're gonna do a group watch party for that.
No,
we
probably
ain't.
not. No,
I'm not watching it.
You can. I'm not watching that shit.
Nope.
Anyways, Peter, do you have a favorite spooky movie?
Paddington.
What was it?
The one with the bear?
Paddington 2.
Wait, what'd you say?
I'm not going in there. All right, good for you. What was that movie? What the fuck was that Netflix movie that everyone loved? I'm blanking on it.
Bird Box.
Velvet
The one about
Buzzsaw.
the one about the demon is a metaphor for gay people.
Bird Box?
No. The Babadook?
It follows.
Babadook?
The Babadook.
Babadook is
Babadook.
really good.
That was the thing about gay people? What?
Wait, what?
No, that was about
Wait,
depression, you idiot.
What was the Babadook about?
Actually, no. There is a slight metaphor about gay people. The creators
Okay, a
have-
slight metaphor, but mostly it's
confirmed
about
it.
depression.
Can you give me like a
creators have
quick
confirmed the Babadook.
overview?
Okay,
of
yeah,
the
sure.
plot
So
of
it's
movie?
this lady, and she's like, she lost her husband, but still had the kid that they were conceiving, and the kid is just like a total piece of shit, like just like the most obnoxious little shit ever. So one day
Like
she
most
finds
children.
this book, and it's a story about the Babadook or whatever, and the Babadook is this like scary
Babadook.
creature that'll like eat you in the night or whatever the fuck.
Babadook.
Yeah. And so she tries to throw the book away, but the book keeps coming back. And then the demon keeps, like, haunting her and fucking with her or whatever. But the demon essentially isn't real. It's just a metaphor for depression and shit. But yeah, that's basically...
homosexuality.
Let's get
It's
over
really
it.
good. I love the Babadook. It's... Thank God they didn't make a sequel. Thank God they didn't make it a franchise.
So
'cause
out
that
of
would've ruined
curiosity,
it.
so since the Babadook is gay, is he a top or a bottom?
He's not gay. He's
I think
He's
the
a
bottom 'cause he
bottom
wiggles off.
duke.
not fucking...
Come on.
There's nothing to do with gayness in that movie.
Wait,
I
question.
mean,
Real quick.
kind of look gay though.
I forgot.
Like, I
announced it.
remember BuzzFeed was just like, did you know the
Israel.
Babadook was gay? And I was like, what?
Jay just like, fuck it, you got me. I'll click it. What's it called?
But
Did
yeah,
you
no,
guys ever watch
that's a
any
good
of the
pick,
Strangers
Peter.
movies?
What?
Strangers movies? Strangers, and then
Oh,
Strangers Pray at Night?
Those are...
Yeah, I like Stranger Things.
I like the first season of Stranger Things.
Actually,
I didn't watch the
I was
first
gonna.
one.
What, Peter?
I was gonna say, besides spooky season, this is like really cool, fall season. A really good Halloween that isn't kind of scary, but like is a good Halloween movie, TV show, regardless, is Over the Garden Wall.
Yep.
That shit is so good, dude. Have any of you watched it?
Oh, is that the
I've
animated
seen
one?
Yeah, it's with Elijah Wood. It is so fucking good. I watch it every fall, every start of the fall
I'll have to
season. It's
add it to my list.
fucking amazing.
It's a
Uh,
It is
movie or a show.
amazing.
Who the fuck
It's
hasn't
a,
gone
it's a
yet?
12 episode TV show, and it follows two kids, and their adventures
Well, I think
over
I've
the
heard
Garden
about it.
Wall.
I've
It
definitely heard about it.
is. It is honest. You can watch it on Hulu. It's amazing.
Nice.
It has some really
You
good
wanna slide
music
that Hulu
too.
account?
I don't have a Hulu. Just kidding. Haha.
LOL. Fuck you.
Um,
I'll start
Uh,
lying.
Lol,
Does
JK, unless.
Randall, do you have a spookies? Spooky movie?
I don't actually watch a lot of scary or horror stuff. What I did watch recently was Coraline.
Oh, I love Coraline.
Yeah.
Still need to watch
Such a
it.
good movie. I like it.
Yeah, so-
I like the stop motion animation of it. It's one of the best. Behind like I don't know, Fantastic Mr. Fox and Isle of Dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good one. Mine is. Well, Alien's my favorite movie, but it's not my favorite horror movie. My favorite horror movie is probably just
Hereditary.
Hereditary, yeah. Just because it's so well made and it actually scares the shit out of me. Just because it doesn't like the laziest things horror movies can do is what the fuck are you? Okay.
Go Randy. Go Randy.
Like one of the cheapest things in horror movies are jump scares because you're not actually afraid of what's happening. You're just afraid that there's like a loud sound, and like once there's a loud sound, all of a sudden you're startled. But then after that happens, then you calm down and you're fine.
Oh, Alfred Hitchcock explained this. There is between
Cock.
jump scares and suspense.
You
Is
talking
it the
about
bomb
the
thing?
bomb under the table?
Yeah, the bomb under
Yeah.
the table metaphor.
Yeah.
Where
But I like Hereditary because like a lot of the spooky shit just happens in the background and it's just staring at you in the face. And it's just like, is something gonna happen? Is something gonna happen? And then nothing does happen, but it's that intensity that like really draws out the tension. So the whole movie feels like an anxiety attack. It's like just like, when is this gonna happen? When is this?
Oh,
gonna
it sounds
happen? And then
lovely.
boom, it
Sounds
happens.
like a great time. Just go
Well,
to
it's
the
good for
movies, have
horror
a panic
because in
attack.
horror you want to be scared, so it works. It's not like fucking Paranormal Activity where like literally it's just a silent fucking camera and then the cat like slams his paws on the keyboard and it's like, "Rah!" And it's like, oh,
It's
it's
like keyboard
scary.
cat. Bum 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 bum.
Fucking hate Paranormal Activity.
Uh,
It's just like
yeah, I can
it's
see that.
90 minutes of nothing and 10 minutes of spookies.
Speaking about spookies, have any
Yeah.
of you guys ever watched Human Centipede?
Oh god, unfortunately, yes.
Oh,
High school.
I've
Oof.
seen the human centipede.
I
Oh yes.
Nice. Yeah, I watched the first one and only the first one because
There's
that
a second one.
I just
There's a third one.
there's like
There's a-
four, right?
what?
3 or 4.
there's a third one.
A lot of them
Do
are
they just
straight-
keep getting longer?
the sequels are just
Actually,
straight
yes.
to video, I'm pretty sure. Whereas the first one I think was theatrical.
Let me just run it through real quick. Second one, it's this mentally
Explain the lore for us, Ron.
oh my
Why
god,
don't
no,
you?
let me just run it through. There's
There's
this
a
guy who
lore.
he keeps watching the first movie over and over and he's completely obsessed to the point where he kidnaps and makes his own human centipede, right?
Oh, so this is like a meta sequel?
Kinda, yeah. And then the third one is, I think, another meta where it's like watch the second and the first one, and it's a prison, and this warden who's completely fucking crazy, he wants to do a chain of 500, and then like everything goes to shit.
Literally.
I'm
Literally
not
goes to
kidding.
shit.
He wants
Oh.
500.
Oh my god.
That's the fucking what the fuck? That's
So
That audience, if that didn't make you laugh, then
to summarize the
drop a-
lore. Wait, so Ronald, basically the lore is anything you can do, I can do better.
I can do a lot. No,
I can do
longer.
anything better than you.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I can't believe they did 2 metas. So in the second one, they're like, that first one was just a movie, but this this is real now.
This isn't real.
And then the second one, they go, well, actually, no, those first two were movies, but this one, yeah, this one's
Human
real.
Centipede
Wait,
14.
let
It
me-
just keeps
hold up.
going.
So the second one, the guy is watching the first movie,
hmm
and then the third one. Let me just watching it real quickly.
You're watching it. You're watching
The whole movie? You're watching the whole movie?
Yep.
You're braver than I, sir.
Hold up. So the warden watches the end of the second one. Okay, so the third one, he's watching the second one, and the second one watches the first one.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
The fourth one, he watched the
So
third
it's-
one, and he's like, 500? I bet. I'm gonna do 600.
How about the whole world? He pulls at us,
Oh my god.
but it's not exactly about racism. It's just about cheap gags.
Eating
Oh,
poop.
what's it called?
Just
They
eating
got
poop.
nominated for a worst director, worst prequel, remake,
Really?
ripoff, or sequel.
Wow, that's a
Yeah.
high honor. Oh, did he get a
yeah.
Razzie?
Is that Golden Raspberry Award? Is that a Razzie?
Yeah, that's like awarded to like the worst movies and stuff like that.
Fun fact, the only person that I know so far to accept a Razzie in person was Tom Green.
No, Catwoman.
Really?
Halle Berry?
Halle Berry? Get the
Yeah,
fuck out
yeah,
of here.
yeah. She literally look up footage. She's like, "Oh my god, thank you for giving me this award for the biggest piece of shit I've ever been in." It's actually pretty funny.
What's it called?
it's
So
a-
the ending of the third one ends with one of the guys looking over the Human Centipede chain while the Star Spangled Banner plays.
Oh, so it's commentary on the U.S. economy. Got it. Oh boy.
Imagine being the first dude in a 500-person human centipede.
Well, thank God, because your mouth isn't, like you're just like,
Yeah.
oh, sweet Jesus.
Imagine being the 500th dude. In the, like that.
At what point do you just not get anything? Like, by the time it gets to him, it probably does. There's probably
Yeah.
just nothing
It's gonna take a long
left.
time to get to that last guy. Like it's gonna take a while.
Yeah, he's gonna be hungry.
Yeah.
He's like, hurry up!
Bro, it's,
He's like, bro, I can't fucking. I'm so fucking hungry.
my favorite parody of that was South Park did like the
Human
like
Centipede.
iPad 5 or something, and it's just Kyle and like this Japanese dude and this lady and their human
the
centipede,
cuttlefish.
and they just have like an iPad taped to their head. It's the stupidest shit ever. But yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up for us, boys. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I should be coming up with videos soon. Just gotta update the equipment for the green screen, and then I should be all set. Markeith, plug in yo shit.
all right. How's it going? What's up? I make music. Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal. You know the deal.
Got you. Okay, beautiful. And Peter and Randall, if you both want to plug in your podcast and then each your individual stuff.
Yeah, I guess I'll go first. Check out We Sell Dirt, available on YouTube, Spotify, and Anchor, and I think a few other things. Part one of this Halloween extravaganza is located on our podcast, so go and check that out. Where me, Peter, and JJ just tell scary stories and make fun of ghosts. I do stand-up comedy, so if you think I'm funny, come check me out. You can see all my dates and shows on CC Stand-Up Club on Instagram and CC_stand on Twitter. I have a couple of open mics coming up on November 6th and the 17th, so come check those out.
Nice, beautiful.
Are they being recorded?
Maybe.
Nice. Peter, anything besides We Sell Dirt or?
No, I'm all good. Just keep listening to not only this podcast, but We Sell Dirt.
Also listen to the Sheep and Weeps podcast, which Peter is the
Oh yeah, that is a thing I do. Fuck.
He was like, "Oh, that other
you should
podcast
listen to
I
Oh
do."
yeah, the other one that JJ's a part of. You fuck.
It's just I'm losing connection, so I've kind of lost a lot of what's been talked about.
With your emotions or with the internet?
With his
With the
inner
internet.
self.
Oh.
The world. There is no.
All right, let's wrap this up so Peter can play Persona 5. Ronald, anything else? Anything else you want to plug?
I don't know, this leak in my sink.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Nice.
So that is the end
Ronald,
of this
I love you
episode.
so much because you never have anything to plug, and I think it's really endearing. Because every time we're like, "Oh, you want to plug anything?" You go, "Nope, not really."
No, I did plug on your guys'
Well, you
recording.
plugged in
That's
like
right.
a couple.
You plugged your socials.
Oh, okay.
Those were my actual ones though.
Yeah.
This is like your actual social media.
All right, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
It's not Ronald's.
Let's fucking end this, please. So this has
Okay.
been Sheep and Friends. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, watch the first part if you haven't watched it yet. Which, why the fuck would you skip to the second part if you haven't watched the first part? You fucking idiots. But anyways, yeah, so we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.